with our eyes. And I'll give you an example. Everybody take your right hand, hold it up real quick. Now swing it over to your right, to your left. I see your hand. Oh, my bad, wrong speech. Now keep your hand up. Now make it into a circle. Now bounce, just bounce real quick. Now quickly put it on your chin. Quick.
Now where's your chin at? Oh boy, Mr. Scurry, I got some work to do today.
But here's what happens. Now watch this, leaders, because we're talking about the word vision. It is so quick that when the system changes or when the course starts to shift, that our vision will sometimes have to shift, but you have to be an intentional listener because this meant nothing. And sometimes in a work environment, that's the he said and the she said, or the conversation at the water cooler. Oh, it happens in the Charlotte Housing Authority, it happens in my country. But you've got to be the person that have the vision to knock out the naysayers, because think about this, a broken clock is even right twice a day. I mean, everybody's good for something, even if it's a bad example. And you all want to kiss them right down 85. Some of that boy said, a bad example. But the key to your vision is you have to, and write this down if you're taking notes, you have to slow down to speed up, because chin and cheek sounded so close, and we did what we were able to see, not always what we have to be intentional enough to hear. See, for Daryl to have been here as long as he's been here, for Vanessa to have been here as long as they've been here, they actually had to see something beyond what somebody was saying. It's called vision. See, in this workforce, in this society, the average person only stays in one place of employment less than 36 months. Because they want to have it like Burger King. They want to have it their way. Well, I'm going to go find another job. Well, let me help you out. If you go look at another place, the grass is not greener on the other side. And if it is, I promise you they have a higher water bill. Yeah. So all the things that we're talking about to be a top-tier team, we've got to make sure that the message consistently gets out about the housing authority. And here's the reason that sometimes the message gets out incorrect. Let me tell you, anybody want to know why? Glad you asked. The reason that it gets out incorrect, because sometimes, look to your left real quick, look to your left, look to your right, sometimes we are the ones that's talking about our organization. Oh yeah, I hope y'all didn't think this was going to be a cute conversation. I'm up here sweating, run down my leg and those type of things. But the key to this is, if you don't, and how many of you all had a grandma? Raise your hand. Just had that grandma that you knew that, can I see your glasses for a second? You remember when grandma gave you that look? Oh no, you need these back. No, I'm just joking. But you remember when grandma gave you that look? See, here's the thing. Sometimes it has to go back to some of those basic principles, because for you to be a highly effective team, sometimes grandma said, if you don't have anything good to say, don't. So you all knew my grandma. But the key to this is not only vision, but what is leadership? Leadership is having that foresight, that insight. You're that person that has to be able to see beyond the mess. Third point. Everybody say, I got it. Consistency. You cannot start projects and change them as the wind changes. Oh, I know. You see something new on the internet. Oh, folks, we can do it this way. You didn't give the previous stuff a chance to work. You've got to slow down and speed up to see if some of the things that you're doing actually work. And I love what your leader said. Here's the biggest thing. We're going to have to start measuring our work and our work. People are not going to invest in programs that just make you feel good anymore. What's your data collection looking like? Who are you measuring yourself against? What are the next lines of business in the next 3 to 5 years? Because if you're thinking about the next 3 to 5 years, well, just let me let you know something. The city is thinking about the next 5 to 10 years. You, in my opinion, you will be the innovation of housing like never before. You shouldn't just be a model for North Carolina. You should be a model for the country. But if you're going to be a model for the country, you're going to have some of us are going to start working from 8 to 5 and stop being lazy. Talk to your organization, you've got to figure out who has not necessarily the title, but who has the power in the organization. There are a lot of people that have titles but don't have power. So what you want to figure out is who has the actual power to move the organization forward.